Yo, hey, how's it going? It's SolarLune here, and this is a video showing a game that I've made. Ha! In your face! You thought it was going to be a game in development. Well, you're wrong. It's a game that I finished not too long ago today. Oh, now who's the fool? Woohoo! Woohoo! Alright. Okay, alright, I shouldn't keep going with that. This is a game, basically, okay, let me start from the beginning. Basically, I really want to make games for a living. I really want to be a game developer, but obviously you don't get money for your games until they're finished, until people can buy them. Unless you go to Kickstarter or Indie Game Fund or something to fund your indie game. So what I've been trying to do for the past just week or so is make little games and sell them. Yeah. And currently this is looking like maybe either like really cheap or pay what you want, and that's what this is gonna end up being. Because basically I don't think Gearing is like at the level where I can put it on Kickstarter, or I guess it is, but I'm not sure if I really want to go that route. Indie Game Fund or other means of funding your project, I don't really want to be like in debt, in case I can't finish it or something like that. So basically this is a third option that I'm hoping will be fortuitous and will turn out well. I'm not sure. Just kind of I need to feel things out. So this is the idea. So yeah, this game was made in roughly around 10 days, 12 days rather. I'm aiming for a week with each one of these, but this one didn't turn out to be so short. But I still managed to make it in a fairly short amount of time. So the game is called Pockette Rocks. It's by SolarLune, as you can see. This one-player and two-player mode simultaneously, of course. The bottom left corner says Shakecan Games. That's a little label that I'm putting these games under because they're like, cans under pressure, right? Like you shake a can up. It's under pressure. You open it and a whole bunch of delicious flavor is spilled all over everything. That's kind of like what this is going to be. Messy and rough, but hopefully a lot of flavor and a lot of interesting things packed into it. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give a demonstration. I'm going to stop talking and play it. Okay, well, that is basically the game, Pockette Rocks. As you probably have seen, I don't know if you remember, but it's a game kind of based off of the old SNES game Pocky and Rocky. It was a game for the SNES where you controlled two guys. It was a little girl, I guess you could say, or a shrine maiden, and a tanuki and a raccoon, basically, in the US version, if I recall. And basically it was a top-down shooter like this, and you run around and shot a lot of things. The game didn't turn out so good, this one, Pockette Rocks. It didn't turn out so great. It was supposed to be like, they're supposed to have melee attacks like the original Pocky and Rocky. It was supposed to be a guy and a girl. It didn't turn out that way. I just ran out of time, ran out of juice working on it. I think I just kind of bit off more than I could chew, but overall I think I learned a ton from it. Making games it's a big thing, and I think that if I were able to, if enough people were to pay, any kind of money for this, I would really love to continue doing this because I think that by having these little bite-sized games, they're easy to make. They're easier to make, easier for people to put money behind because you wait a week and it's done. And if you don't like it, you just wait another week and here's another game that might be more akin to something you like. I'll hone my skills. I'll be better at making things quickly. I made the music, I made the art, I made the coding. I did everything basically myself in this week. Roughly, it was 12 days or so. So it wasn't a full, it wasn't quite a week. It was almost 2 weeks. But still, I think that I could really do a lot because this is the first time I've done this. Like outside of a game jam or something, I've done a game in a week before, but not really to this extent. So with the idea to sell it and put it out there, I think that it could really work well. I'm glad. I'm happy with what I'm happy to have what I made. I think that it's a fun little game. It's pretty enjoyable. It'll give you carpal tunnel, something fierce. The music's rocking, I think. And if you guys like it, please consider putting $1 or $2 toward it if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. Just put it up for free and just, or rather, download it for free and enjoy it. And maybe next week, hopefully, or next, maybe not this week I'll make it. But I think I do want to make a game every week. So not literally every week, but like. If I make a Shakecan game, it's gonna be a week-long game or a similarly short period game. But I don't think I'm gonna make one literally every week, like from now until infinity. I think I'm gonna do basically a little bit, just little games. So that's the idea. Whew. Well, yeah. Hopefully people will like it. Hopefully people will play it, and just think of this as kickstarting SolarLune, where instead of putting a Kickstarter forward on the idea of something that's supposed to come, you put a Kickstarter forward, or you back a Kickstarter of something that he's done already, and it's just a little bit rather than $10 or $15 to get the product at the end. So that's the idea. I'm gonna try to keep doing this, and hopefully it'll be a career by people putting forward a little bit of money for each game I make, and hopefully I'll be able to do this to the extent where I'll be able to make a game and make gear in at the same time by just having enough time to do this, let's say once or twice a month, instead of having to do it every week, assuming that it's profitable, which it may not even end up being. I'll probably do a little post-mortem or something, talking a little bit more about my expectations going into this and what I found interesting from this particular first game in this series, as well as if it sells at all, then what I expected it to sell for, or how many I expected for it to sell, or how many I ended up selling, or whatever. I'm going to put it up, I think, on itch.io as pay what you want. So like I said, if you want it for free, you can get it for free there. If you want to pay, please feel free to. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I've been SolarLune, and you have a great day. See ya.